The mead hall was the political and social center of Germanic tribes, both home and a symbol of status. In early Germanic warfare, a boar crest wasn't just decoration, it was protection. Warriors added boar figures to their helmets to symbolize strength and courage. Tacitus wrote that some tribes wore boar emblems in battle for safety. The epic Beowulf describes boar-adorned helmets guarding their wearers. Archaeology supports this tradition. The Benti Grange helmet features an iron boar. The Gulden Moden boar is believed to be a helmet crest. The Torslanda plates show warriors wearing boar-crested helmets. For old Germanic fighters, the boar was more than just myth. It was part of their culture. In early West Germanic culture, oath-taking arm rings were more than just ornaments. They served as sacred symbols of trust. People swore legal or religious vows on these bands in communal halls. Anglo-Saxon law codes mention rings being used to seal oaths and agreements. These rings symbolize the binding nature of a promise and social obligation. Breaking an oath was a serious offense, punishable by law and dishonor. Archaeological finds of gold and silver bands in England and continental West Germanic areas suggest ritual importance. Oath rings bound individuals to their promises and linked those vows to the community, helping to reinforce justice and maintain social order in West Germanic society. In early West Germanic culture, longhouses were the primary dwelling for tribes. These structures were typically rectangular and built with timber frames and thatched roofs. Archaeological sites such as West Stow and Yevering in England and Badendorf in Germany reveal remains of these structures. Some longhouses had massive oak beams supporting the roofs. Interiors often included central hearths, integrated living spaces, and stalls for animals. These homes were multifunctional, serving as living quarters, workspaces, and storage areas. Their design accommodated extended families and exhibited communal living and social structure. Artifacts found within these dwellings show evidence of daily life and craftsmanship. Longhouse design continued throughout the centuries, adapting to the changes and needs of the people. Archaeological evidence reinforces the longhouse central role in West Germanic society. In early West Germanic culture, textiles were essential for daily life. Archaeological finds include spindle whorls, loom weights, and dyed threads. Weaving was mostly done in households, often by women. Textiles were used for clothing, bedding, and storage. Some textiles indicated social status through patterns, quality, or dye. Materials include wool, linen, and sometimes imported fabrics. Evidence shows local dyeing techniques using plants and minerals. Textiles were also traded, connecting communities and regions. Tools and fragments found in England and continental Europe confirm widespread production. These fabrics reveal both the daily life and skilled craftsmanship of Western Germanic society. Norse and continental Germanic paganism shared roots but developed differently. Norse paganism is well recorded in sagas, myths, and Eddas from medieval Iceland. Continental Germanic paganism is less clear, surviving in Roman accounts and archaeology. Both traditions worship sky and war gods like Woden, Odin, and thunder gods like Dona and Thor. Rituals differed. Norse practiced blot and sumbel, while mainland rites often centered on groves and tribal festivals according to Tacitus. The Norse preserved myths of Ragnarok and Valhalla, which are both absent in continental sources. Beliefs in fate and the afterlife are clearer in Norse sources, with Norns, Valhalla, and Hel, while continental evidence is fragmentary and mostly implied through burial practices and charms. Mainland belief faded earlier under Roman and Christian influence, leaving fragmentary evidence. Norse paganism endured longer in Scandinavia, shaping Viking culture and stories. Continental traditions survive in place names, charms, and early medieval law codes. Together they showed one heritage: shared gods, divergent paths. West Germanic communities tracked time through various means. Months, weeks, and seasons were marked by the sun and natural cycles. Months often reflected sacred or agricultural purposes. For example, Halegmonath, Holy Month, in September marked harvest rituals and offerings as noted by Bede. Weekdays were named after gods, including Wodan and Donar, linking daily work and worship to divine forces. Seasons dictated farming schedules, festivals, and communal life. Winter nights in late October or early November marked the start of winter with offerings to ancestors and land spirits. Solstices and equinoxes were observed practically. signaling key points for planting, harvest, and ritual activities. This calendar system tied daily life to spiritual practice. It shaped how West Germanic peoples worked, worshipped, and survived with natural and sacred rhythms. Halegmanath, the holy month, was the Anglo-Saxon name for the harvest period, reflecting a wider West Germanic tradition of sacred offerings tied to that season. It was a time when communities offered thanks for crops and performed sacred rituals tied to the land and ancestors. Bede notes that these offerings include both produce and symbolic acts. This reflected the intertwining of daily survival and spiritual practice. While often aligned roughly with our modern September, the month was defined by the ripening of crops rather than the Roman calendar. This period demonstrates how West Germanic peoples observed natural cycles, linking agriculture, ritual, and communal life. Through the holy month, we see a society which timekeeping, seasonal work, and religious observance were inseparable. Communities coordinated planting, harvesting, and offerings around these natural rhythms. The season highlights the integration of practical life and sacred tradition in Western Germanic culture. Halegmanath shows how deeply connected the early Germanic peoples were to the cycles of nature.